Alright, so we split the final last one, so we're gonna do another one. And here we are. We've got Vidalk and the Nanomist, which is pretty awesome. And there's some other okay cards. There's White Widow, Morbid Plunder, Ichor Wellspring, Phyrexian Revokers. It's gonna be playable pretty much in any deck. A lot of activated abilities. But yeah, nothing's close to an Animist, so let's not dwell on that too long. Interesting. A lot of good cards here. So we can stick to blue by grabbing a Serum Raker here. Creeping Corrosion is fine. Fangren Marauder is pretty good too. Between the two, well, I'm not really sure what I'd take. Fangren Marauder is probably better. But that being said, you can probably pick them up later. I don't see myself taking Skinwing here. It's fine. It's gonna make my deck. But I think I want to move in on one of these green cards. It's pretty unlikely the guy on my right took a green card. So that's at least one guy who's not in green, I hope. And we're gonna take this Creeping Corrosion. So it's pretty. The variance is pretty high on this guy. Sometimes it's completely blows your opponent out and wins the game. Sometimes it's, it's like a half Wrath that doesn't even kill the important creatures or cards on the table, and kills just as many of your cards as theirs, and that's less exciting. Don't see anything here. I can take the Steel Sabotage. Steel Sabotage or Mere Welder. I don't really want to dip it. Like, there's some good white cards. White looks to be open. Maybe I just grab a white card and maybe abandon that Corrosion. If I were to take a white card, is it Warden or Skyhunter? I like Warder. I think Skyhunter's the way to go, and we'll see how that pans out. Less white cards here, but now we're back to blue, and I'm going to grab this Treasure Mage. One thing's for sure, I want to play this Anatomist, no matter what I do. So whether I play the Skyhunter, this Corrosion, or neither, I definitely want to play Anatomist. And Treasure Mage, you can usually find something worth treasuring up. So here, not a big fan of Decimator Web. Although I think it's playable in a slow sort of control-y deck. Rusted Slasher, not really what I want. Does survive a Corrosion. Not sure I'm playing Corrosion. I think I just want to grab this Gust Skimmer. They come really late, Gust Skimmers. I'm not sure why. If you're playing blue, Gust Skimmer is a pretty quality 2-drop. Comes down on turn 2 with 2 power. Can't ask for more than that, and then it's effective late in the game with flying at any point in the game with the evasion. But yeah, I'm going to take it here, since I do know I want to play blue, and I don't know about the rest. So white dried up a bit. That was just a heavy white pack, maybe, or maybe the guy to our right saw another good white card and said, "Hey, I think white's open," and now he's cutting it. Should grab the Mirror. Not super exciting. I could take the Hexblade Golem. I'll probably see another one, but I mean, I guess if I have no other targets for Treasure Mage, I might run Treasure Mage and Hexblade Golem, but I'd consider cutting both at that point. I really don't like Hexblade Golem. Let's play a 7-mana guy that's just vanilla and pretty easy to kill, at least for a 7-mana guy. And I guess even though it is killable by artifacts, it's not killable by burn. But even then, like turn to it just the only burn it really takes away is from his turn to slag with the 7 toughness. Not sure what I want here. Just Dross Ripper or Priest of Norn. Nothing's really exciting. We'll grab the Priest of Norn. We got Dross Ripper or Quicksilver Geyser. It's also Grilled Slagworm if you wanted to go green, but I don't know. I think there are better reasons to go green. Nothing super exciting. We can grab a counter spell. We can grab a Mirren Spy, which sometimes is okay. It's actually decent with the Anatomist, at least later in the game. You need a lot of mana for it to be good with an Anatomist. I think I'm just going to take it. Oculus it is. So we're playing blue, and we'll have to see whether we're playing green, white, or just some other color. I have no qualms with just abandoning both white and green here, and definitely playing blue. Can't really escape that at this point. Don't really want to escape it either. Serpent. There's a chance of doing something. Ardent Recruit's not going to get there in this deck as much as I like it. I guess I might as well take a Banishment Decree. That's a late Rusted Slasher. So, we're looking for a bomb here to help guide us. Maybe a 6-mana artifact bomb wouldn't guide us so much, but it would make this Treasure Mage awesome. Dual Land. Dual Land's not the rare we were looking for, but Darkloop Drake should be fine. Alright, so got a choice here between Heavy Arbalist, Perilous Mirror, Arrest, and Tumble Magnet. I think it's close between the Arrest and the Arbalist, with Perilous Mirror being close third. Tumble Magnet's good. I like it when I'm really aggressive. Either I'm really aggressive, or I'm Metalcraft, or both. Ideally both. And otherwise, Arrest is just going to be better, even if I'm not even sure I'm playing white. And I'm definitely not sure I'm playing white. I think, given I am playing blue, though, Heavy Arbalist is likely to be a good card. I do have the Mirren Spy that it does sort of combo with, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Arrest is close, but definitely not unhappy with an Arbalist in a blue deck. So here we've got Lumingur Drake, but it's really, so far it looks like it's just going to be a vanilla 2/2. Well, vanilla flying 2/2. But no mana war effect. Juggernaut's just pretty terrible so far, the way the deck's shaping out. I'm going to grab this Sylvok Replica. Even if I don't end up going all out full blue-green, like with Creeping Corrosion, chance I splash it. There's a good Treasure Mage target. We're going to snap that up over, I guess, over the Revoke Existence, which isn't even sure to be needed. So, yeah, we'll be happy with that. Another Sentinel. It's pretty bad against poison. So I think I'm just going to take a Silver Mirror here. When I can see playing 2 dark against other decks, it's pretty amazing. But man, I'm just going to grab a Silver Mirror. Well, the dual end potentially has some merit if I wanted to play green and white. If I wanted to play white and splash, say, Sylvok Replica, or I wanted to play green and, say, splash some future Arrest that I may get. It doesn't look like I'm playing the Sky Hunter either way. I don't think I'm going to be heavy enough white. I could just grab the Sultan to go with my heavy Arbalist and be done with it. And also grab the Copper Mirror here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go Copper Mirror. Help the green splash as well. Yeah, okay. Trinket Mage. Do I have anything to trinket up? Not yet. Should be able to find something. It's that or Tower of Calamities, which actually could be decent in a blue-green deck, since you end up not having tons of removal in blue-green. I think I'm just taking the Trinket Mage. Oriarch Replica, Twisted Image, Halt Order. All options are mediocre. I guess I'm just going to take Twisted Image. I do have a few creatures that have mana costs that are power toughness that are uneven. Maybe it'll be a nice trick at some point. Worst case, it draws a card. Here we've got Culling Dace, Blackleaf Cliffs. Blackleaf Cliffs would be a rare draft. It would not be for my deck. It doesn't look like. Carapace Forger. I guess it's like green, and I don't really like that. I'm taking the Culling Dace. I have silver. I have a couple mirrors. I have the Mirror Sire. I have the Oculus. Yeah, Scrapdriver Serpent. This time I'll take the Drake. I don't think I need this liquid metal coating. Yeah. No, another liquid metal coating. Maybe I'll take this one in case I end up with a bunch of artifact removal somehow. I don't need a second Scrapdriver Serpent. Liquid metal coating or the replica. Wouldn't be too happy about playing the replica. Sea Strider is definitely a welcome addition to either the main deck or the sideboard, but certainly playable main deck. I'm going to be pretty heavy blue here. I mean, right now I'm leaning towards this Creeping Corrosion over anything else. I probably can even hide the Sky Hunter. Priest of Norn can probably be hidden as well. Ooh. Contagion Engine. That's pretty good Treasure Mage target. Other good cards in this pack, but nothing close to that. Yeah, well, this is probably better than any other non-blue card I have, at least. I mean, it's possibly better than even the Corrosion here, so I'm not going to pass this up for like a Riddlesmith or something that might even wheel. Yeah, Scrap Melter. I can splash it as well. Clone Shell. Clone Shell. Origin Spell? No, I'm pretty unlikely to be playing white at this point. It looks like blue-green, maybe splashing red, or just straight blue-green. Or straight blue-green or straight blue-red. One of those three. How good is a Life Staff in this deck? I'm not sure. Neuroconn Vizmancer or Drake. Drake's still pretty mediocre. Maybe I'll take the Life Staff here. I do have a Trinket Mage that can fetch it, and I have some little weenies there that can use a bit of a boost. sometimes even losing 3 cards is fine when you end up getting a Contagion Engine. Yeah, I don't really see taking anything else here. Forger, Chrome Steed, Blade Pinions, I guess, are the options. I don't really want to put myself in a position where I need to be metal crafting, though. So, I'll go with that Forge Master. That's interesting. We can go heavy green on. I guess our blue isn't that heavy. Usually, when you're playing blue, you need a lot of blue, but I didn't end up finding any Volition Rains or things like that. So a lot of my blue is single blue. I have the Darkslick Drake, the Plated Sea Strider, which I don't mind cutting, and the Serpent. I'm not sure how wonderful Genesis Wave is going to be in this deck. I have a lot of permanents, that's for sure. So it could be pretty good. I'm going to take it. We'll see what we end up doing with it. So here it's Disperse. We could take Necrogen Sensor. Why would we do that? To give a, turn Contagion Engine into a win condition? I don't know if I like that. I think Disperse or Panic Spellbomb. Panic Spellbomb, if we end up splashing red, could be okay because we can fetch it with a Trinket Mage. Disperse might just be what we want. I'll take the Panic Spellbomb. Another Trinket Mage. Don't think I'm going to need 2 Trinket Mages, even if I play both these cards. It's too bad, because that would be pretty sweet, getting the Super Mage deck. I think I'm taking the Invisimancer here, though. Maybe just a Silver Mirror. Let's take another Drake, but it's really not going to be bouncing things all the time. And if I want to play like Genesis Wave and having extra mirrors, yeah. Tangleworm, I guess, here. Just hate Shigari. Oh, it's a really late Origin Spellbomb. I think I prefer the Drake this time. I've been getting those Drakes super free on the really late wheel. Turn Aside or Golden Rune. I think we'll just grab a Turn Aside. Alright, this is a bit of an interesting deck. Playing Genesis Wave makes it a bit tougher to splash the Scrap Melter. Although, it gives you a nice thing to Genesis Wave into. Best thing going on in the deck is probably Treasure Mage and Contagion Engine. And a little bit of Venalkin Animist. We didn't end up getting a Soliton. I think that's okay. We're probably going to play the Mirror and Spy, though. I'm not sure. Let's see. So, we'll start with this. I'm not sure. I could actually I'm not going to put Panic Spellbomb into the pile. I may end up just cutting Trinket Mage and the Life Staff. We'll see. I think if I end up playing 3 mirrors, I'm going to want the Culling Days. Liquid Metal Coating is not going to get there quite. Rusted Slasher is actually pretty decent in the deck. I don't know if I'm playing both those Drakes, but we're going to put them in there for now. These guys are probably all making it in. So it's a few too many cards. A lot of creatures. So that makes life staff better. In the end, I have how many artifacts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, and I guess Trinket Mage goes with the life staff, so it's like 14 unless you draw them both. And I guess Treasure Mage, you can count the same sort of way. But I mean, what do I care about Metalcraft for? It's really only for the Luminger Drake. So I shouldn't be counting any of these guys. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut one of these Luminger Drakes at least. I probably want access to one of them. How good Serpent? I think I like having Serpent as a win condition here. We can think about not playing the Genesis Wave. And oh, I forgot the Creeping Corrosion. How did that happen? Maybe I'm not gonna splash. So maybe this Invisimancer as well I can cut, just for being a little tough on the mana base, and a little fragile. A little bit of an anti-synergy in triple mirror with Creeping Corrosion. I need 2 cuts here. I think I'm just going to cut this Scrap Melter. I don't know. I do have the mirrors to help my mana base. I think I like Genesis Wave in this deck, though. Alright, I'm going to cut the Scrap Melter, and I need 1 more cut here. With 3 mirrors, I think I'm okay. I guess the other option we haven't really explored is cutting Sylvok Lifestaff and Trinket Mage here. You can go like that and play the Scrap Melter. And I just bring in life. I can bring that package in against a deck where I might want life gain. Okay, I think I might like this. We gotta go 8, 7, 1. I probably want another mountain though. How bad is it going down to 6 blue sources if I have 2 silver mirrors? It's kind of like 8, 9 green. It's fine for Genesis Wave. I'm really not really interested in casting for less than 7 mana total. So I think it's okay that I'm only running 9 green sources. It's a little sketchy. The mana definitely gets better without the Scrap Melter. So if I could like cut Scrap Melter for Twisted Image or something, or even maybe a Spire Serpent. It's not super unlikely I get to Metalcraft in this deck. I don't know. Mirren Spy is not a terrific card, but I think it's good with Heavy Herbalist. We're good enough with Heavy Herbalist. And late game with the Anatomist, I suppose. Definitely. So we're going to go 9, 7, which is kind of like 10 green sources, which I think is enough. Okay, we'll go with this. We have the option of bringing in the Scrap Melter. Certainly these cards are playable, and definitely Trinket Mage Life Staff. You may want that package as well. I think I like this for the main deck. Not sure. Really not sure how to what the best way to go for at least for game one is. And we'll have a much better idea how to build it after we see what we're playing against, and we can tell what sort of the best last few cards are going to be. But we'll go with this, and I'll see you round one.